from the beginning he was good, and he existed outside of, apart from, and not in need of anything else.
But then he spoke.
He spoke.
And his words began to create
billions of infinitely burning stars, bright.
Bright. A violent eruption of creative thoughts.
Setting galaxies to spin at the flick of his wrist.
A plethora of planets balanced perfectly across an infinitely expanding cosmic landscape.
He gives them all a name.
And somewhere on one of those infinitesimal, insignificantly small planets,
he began to sketch a blueprint.
Speaking and creating endless beauty, mountains rising as rocks tremble at his voice, birds singing melodic hymns in praise of the majesty that begat them 1,000.
Vivid colors painting a tapestry that pointed to his beauty. And it was good.
It was good.
Soils rich red in minerals.
He stepped into his creation to create once more.
Condescends, kneeling and fashioning something fantastic for himself, and he breathes
breath and life and watches man come alive.
Born with divine resemblance, commissioned to multiply his image, purpose given,
worth, identity, Adam.
For some reason finds reason to second guess everything he knows very well to be true.
About the hands that shaped his flesh
and the lungs that filled his own with breath.
Shakes his fist and doubts the consequence.
A tragic miscalculation of his father's character.
Sets all creation in a catastrophic tailspin.
And he passes it on to his descendants, each generation degenerating,
falling more guilty and more in need of mercy.
But he's merciful, God is,
and loves redeeming broken things.
He condescends once more, wraps himself in the flesh he created,
lives and knows us,
heals and consoles us, compassionately composes a symphony of mercy.
And we spit on him, smear my shame on his face,
cast blame,
like, how dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you say I deserve this?
Rage and rebellion, I demand his death.
I demand his death.
And he does die.
At the hands created by his very own.
Sacrificially willing to be the blueprint of redemption and self-sacrifice and love.
Giving rise to a remnant who will believe and do the same.
And I do believe.
I do believe.
And I do believe.
That he died for mine to be the blueprint of life on the brink brought back from death.
To be the blueprint of a hardened heart made soft at the hands of grace.
He has made me to be the blueprint of a woman who believes her life is not her own.
He's fashioned my life to be the blueprint of someone who believes that God is good and good to me and responds accordingly.
And so I stand here,
once bound by darkness, now bathing in the light of his grace.
Purchased, redeemed, set free.
Forgiven, adopted, loved,
righteous, undeserving,
unworthy but worth it, apparently valuable, wanted,
branded and unleashed.
A blueprint for propagating the image of my architect across this landscape.
A blueprint.
A blueprint.
A blueprint
drafted in the blood red ink of a king.